We all know that our success correlates to the quality of people we have in our life, which is why I spent the last 3 years going to car meets, business startup events, trying to network with people that I thought were gonna make the quality of my life better, right? I tried and I failed, but along the journey, I learned these tips and tricks that are gonna make you and help you connect with the quality individuals you need to help fasten your growth and help you become better. All the tips and tricks I'm gonna explain are gonna help you to connect with high quality business individuals, but not only high quality business individuals, it's also gonna help you connect with people on a personal level. You can use these tips and tricks to make friends and even find a spouse with it, right? And I got these tips and tricks from a guy named Joe Polish, who is the most connected man in business, from the book called Who Not How. I was reading this one book called Who Not How, and there's a chapter there talking about how to actually connect with the people that are going to make your life better. That's how I found Joe, and I took some tips and tricks from that book and added my personal knowledge of trying to connect with people to present to you some point on how to actually connect with quality individuals that are going to make your life better and make your journey easier. The first way to connect with high quality individuals is to actually like them. You're going to have to like these people. You can't want to connect with people you don't like. It shouldn't feel like a chore trying to connect with the people that you want to have a business relationship with, right? You can't be going in that relationship just for the business, right? You're actually gonna have to like them to be able to make the relationship transformational for both you and the person that's gonna be helping you. You want to attract quality individuals in your life, you have to actually like them. You can't go in there forcing the relationship, right? You don't want to have to make the relationship work. You just want a relationship that works. From what Joe Polish says in the book, you don't want to work on the relationship. You just want a relationship that works. That's the first step in trying to connect with high quality individuals. Having a relationship that works. You don't have to force it. You like these people, you like working with them. And if you're trying to find someone or you're trying to talk to someone for the first time because you think that you're going to be a good fit on your journey, how do you know if you like them, right? You actually go have a conversation with them. And I tell you what, when you have that conversation, don't be scared to oppose them. A lot of times when we're meeting people for the first time and we're discussing topics with them and they bring up a point of view that is opposing from our point of views, we just keep it to ourselves and we don't confront them, we don't challenge them, right? You want to be able to challenge people, right? Challenge these people on their beliefs, and you'd be surprised if it's the right person, they're gonna stick around, and if it's the wrong person, you don't even want to be working with them. So yes, you have to like them and you have to be able to relate to them. In the past, I will always wonder why these relationships never worked for me, why I wasn't able to find the right people to connect with on my journey. But then I realized I wasn't providing any value to these people because I wasn't a person of value, right? I barely started a business back then. I had never started a business. I would learn everything, read all business books, but I had never started a business. I had never gone out to do something better, right? I wasn't of no value. So how was I going to connect with entrepreneurs or people that are going to help me on my entrepreneurial journey if I never was on the same path as them, right? If I never provided value to them in any way, shape, or form, right? You can provide value as a student too. But the number one thing I encourage you to think about when trying to start a relationship with people is thinking about the value that you can provide in your lives and not always the other way around, not always what they can provide for you. Think about what you can provide for them, right? And if you're at a point where you feel like you can't provide no value to nobody yet, I would say focus on your own growth. Focus on your journey. Make yourself so valuable that in the future you're not even gonna have to try to connect with these people. You're just gonna attract them because you're a man of value in the future, right? And when you're finally at that point when you can actually provide value to these people, Don't always think about what's in it for me when you're trying to deal with people. Think about what's in it for them. Try to provide value to the other person. It's gonna make the relationship for you way more transformational. Because when you think about what's in it for me, that's a selfish mindset. When you think about what's in it for them, you try your hardest to make that relationship work. It's gonna be a transformational relationship. And if that person you're trying to help has value and you provide what's in it for them, like you give them the value that you brought to the table and you provide value to them without even them asking, tell you what, you're gonna get value in return. That's gonna be the start of a transformational relationship. You're gonna nurture that relationship and you're gonna grow from it, right? You're gonna become a better person. That's how business works, right? You provide value and people come close to you because they know you're a man of value. And when you provide value, opportunities come your way. So if you're trying to connect with someone, a mentor, a business partner, right? Think about this. Try to provide value for them. Know that person you're trying to connect with. Do research on them, right? See where that person could need help, right? And if y'all don't notice, this is how Luke Burma actually connected to Tate. He always talks about how he connected to Tate, right? He provided value to Tate, and he then had contact, right? Because he was of value to Tate, he had access to Tate by providing value, right? Tate's IG account got taken down, and Luke Burma provided value by restoring the account back, right? And that's how you provide value to people. That's just an example right there. You provide value to these people, and in return, you get access to what they could provide to you, right? Start by what's in it for them, and you're gonna make way more transformational relationship. The third thing when trying to connect with high value individuals is you have to be free to be yourself. And not only free, you have to actually be inspired or aspire to be like these people, right? Either you inspire to be the best version of yourself or you aspire to be like the people close to you. You don't want to sit with people that drain your energy, bro. A lot of times people try to do things just for the business part of life, right? But it dies out so soon, you'll be surprised. Think about a way more transformational relationship, how to make the relationship transform you and that person likewise, right? It's a relationship, it's a two-way street. You can't control what the other person is doing, but you can control what you put into the relationship. And tell you what, if the person that you're going for or you're trying to bring into your life, right, is of high value, and you provide value to that person is going to provide value to you tenfold. You want to be free to be yourself. You don't want to fake things, right? You want to be yourself when you're around these people, and you want to get inspired when you're around them. You want to be inspired to be the best version of yourself, and you want to even inspire you to be like them because they have certain traits that you really find useful and you would like to acquire those traits, right? You don't want to be around people that don't inspire you. You don't aspire to be like them in any way, shape, or form. And then how does that relationship work? What are you in that relationship for? But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the other side. Keep working on yourself, guys. Don't watch and just watch. Watch and implement, guys. I was in a phase where I watched so much and I never did nothing. Right? I read a lot of books and I never did anything. I want you guys to watch and implement.